Just finished me cooking. Now today's my relaxed day. Work day. Um, or today, thank God. It was really busy yesterday. Mm. Shout out to the peoples. Today, wait for the bird to get cooked. You already know. Today is a good blessed day. Shout out to everybody. Just really enjoying the holiday. Nice and hope y'all get family time. Really family time. This day, you already know Black Friday's coming tomorrow. Hell hole. If you work at the store, you will get that work. Okay? So, hope everybody be safe on Black Friday. Black Friday is today. So, really. So, 12 o'clock hit, ding, people run to the store. Man, he got killed. Another for king. You know, this is so crazy because our generation now, this generation is so lost. We don't know what we celebrate for. Black Friday, to me, in my head, is Black Friday. We were already black. What the hell are you talking about Black Friday? That's some kind of, to me, it's like some black people spend our money on some dumb shit. Get it cheap. Like we can't pay the full price. So it's a lot of things. You just look at life as more different. Hey everybody, shout out. It's good, y'all. It's good. Just finished cooking my last video, so waiting the food to cook. You already know what it is. Off day, you already know, smoke more light boy. Relax, Shout out to the working people. Shout out to everybody, that had a long day from work, whatever the situation is. We here now. Shout out, what's up, y'all? Everybody's, I know I don't be doing a lot of videos. I know y'all be like, oh my God, where I'm at. I'm still alive. I ain't dead yet. You know what I mean? So, y'all already know what it is. I'm saying? Just getting a little older, getting wiser. I know right now it's a long day. So, roll one up. How y'all say it's Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? So, that's another thing. Thanksgiving, they tricked the Indians and killed them. So that right there, yeah, it's like, and then next day is Black Friday. Black Friday is not really for we spending money. So I hope y'all know that. So I'll just throw that in the comment section. Right? So, hey, you deserve it, buddy. You have a good smoke, relax. Yes, I need that. Oh my God. Y'all understand working 2 jobs? It's like hell. I'm telling you, it's hell. Oh yes, yes. I always pray to God. You got to pray to God because I'm gonna say something to you, right? Back then, when I was young, you already know. You just not, You get older, you just see a lot of things more different. Thank God, anyway, for a lot of things, I got close to God, when stuff happened. And I ain't gonna lie, this is some real stuff, And once I got to God, everything changed, and that's a fact. Take the note, But I ain't holy, like, oh my God, what I mean? No, I'm not, what I mean? But I keep God in my life. Keep pacing, keep your balance. You gotta have God in your life, and that's period. Like, I'm gonna give you an example, right? How I'm explain this? Like, now, it was this girl, right? Real shit. I didn't see her for 6 months, right? We stopped talking. The girl age, Shout out to the Korean girl. But that incident day, I had a call at 3:30 in the morning. Lying and flying. You know, I'm at work. Now, for all y'all women's, if you gotta prove a point to a dude, you don't need to be around that. That's number one. Now, same as a boy. Now, then when they call, so she's telling me, uh, can you let the dude know we don't be messing with each other? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm like, hold up. First I thought she was playing. You know, I thought she was playing. Like, it down. It's 3:30 in the fucking morning. So excuse my language. So I'm like, hold up, right? I ain't seen this person for 4, 5, 6 months, 7 months. Like, yo, we don't even, I'm just cool up, bro. Respectfully. So now, she said, explain to the dude, right? That that shit blew me. That shit blew me. Oh my God, that shit blew me. I'm like, yo, hold the fuck up, man. Yo, are you fucking serious, girl? Are you fucking serious, bro? You actually call my phone for another nigga, and this nigga on a fucking other line? Listen, like talking to you, oh, this is my girl. Yo, word it on, yo. I'm gonna tell you something, right? I'm gonna tell you something for all y'all. How y'all say, dick tender ass niggas, man. I'm sorry, but this is facts. You know what I mean? You supposed to check the girl. No one, you just met this girl. Yo, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Now, let me tell you something, right? I hate to say this, man. A dude, you don't call another dude crying over some potato skins. Potato skins. I'm gonna say potato skins. I respect for all the women's, you know what I mean? But yo, this is some sucker shit, man. So I'm like, oh my God, right? The devil work in different ways. You're like, oh my God, I used to talk to this girl. I'm lost in the sauce. Like, what the fuck is going on, right? So as a man, you don't explain shit. You just hang up. Right? I hang the goddamn phone. I slam that phone hard, like boom. What the fuck? I'm a grown ass man. I gotta explain to a pigeon and a fucking bird. You know what I mean? And this is something I had to pray on this, yo. I'm sorry, y'all. How y'all doing? Jonathan. But it was like, oh my God, like, what's wrong with dudes right now these days? See, let me tell you something about athleticism. Wait, dudes, right? If y'all fighting for something you ain't fighting for, you know what I mean? Your ass will be locked up or in a cell and she will run back out there and cheat again. You know what I mean? If you met a girl and don't be too close to like, yo, this is my baby, this and that, third, like because you just telling yourself like a fucking fool, bro. You know what I mean? Real shit, bro. Because not in a million years, man. Not in a million years, a nigga called my phone about another chick. A girl called my phone 3-way and she's trying to explain to me wasn't even. I'm like, oh my fucking God, that girl, I know that girl before you, but she from up top, nigga. You know what I mean? What the fuck you falling in love with a girl from up top, nigga? You coony ass nigga, man. I'm gonna tell you something like Dirk said, man. It's a quote, man. She from the streets, nigga. And you just really picked it up, wifed it, and just like poof, you know what I mean? Then you have a trust issue. Like, my nigga, nobody don't want her, yo. Like, oh my God, no disrespect to nobody. That's not my cup of tea. Period, man. You know what I mean? Call another nigga phone. Like, this is really bogus, man. These dudes is more worse than females. Oh my God, we real ass ridiculous, but man, yo, like, man, as men, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. If your woman out there cheating and she get her potato skin smacked, you know what I mean? You get her biscuits rolled over, you need to stop it. Yeah, ice cream. She get ice cream on top of her. You need to stop it, yo. You know? You need to say, yes, me, lady, yeah. Shout out to everybody up in the comment section, but it's real talk, man. Are you listen? This is there's too many dudes that doing that. Putting yourself in the trick bag, you get yourself caught up, and your girl running around. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell y'all something right here, right? I'm not disrespecting no female. I'm not disrespecting the dude. I'm not disrespecting female. I'm gonna tell you something, right? If you out there doing whatever, you expect that girl to do whatever, even being there for you. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if I gotta go, you go to jail. This is a fake out. She gonna say, play that. Okay, you about to go to jail. Okay, you in prison. Now, so you get sentenced. The first thing they gonna do, they gonna be like this. Her friends gonna come around. Like, girl, you need to go out to a party, get yourself. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's, you out of party with another nigga. You know what I mean? Okay, your girl gonna be there for this and that, third. And next you know, years come by. I'm telling you, you will see John Doe in the incident before. You know what I mean? A lot of solutions. So give it up, stop playing games, and stop being a sucker. Bro. You know what I mean? Then, like I said, that's what I said. A lot of people trick themselves in woman. Now, let me explain to y'all too. Y'all not getting out the situation too, man. Okay? Pick your people, man. If you got a bozo run around, you gotta check your phone, do all this, you know what I mean, out the window, you know what I mean, ask you a question, 1,000 questions, this and that, third. Those are people you need to stay away from, bro, because that they will fuck your life. That's an arsonist. You know what I mean? He too quick to, you know what I mean? Yo. You know what I mean? You got tended, big ass niggas, man. You give him the pussy, next thing you know, he gonna do some off the wall shit. Stupid shit. You know what I mean? And he gonna ration too. You know what I mean? If you leave him. So be careful what the fuck you do. You know what I mean? And all y'all jealousy ass females or dudes, you know what I mean? Go ahead with your fucking life. You got a new girl or whatever the fuck it leave the other girl alone, or she leave you the fuck alone, bro. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Really, this is weirdo ass shit. Anyway, I'm just chilling, relaxing, Uncle drop some knowledge on y'all, you know what I mean? For real, because right now the game is messed up. You know what I mean? The game is really messed up, bro. And like I said, some people that know who you fighting for. You know what I mean? For real. Niggas fighting for thoughts, man. Are you fucking serious, bro? You gonna risk your life over a fucking female? You don't hardly know you been with her, 2 months, nigga? Are you fucking serious, nigga? Or a month? Are you serious, nigga? Are you fucking serious, man? You gotta know what you riding for, you know what I mean? For real, you gotta know what you riding for. If you got a good one, you know what I mean, you gotta ride to the end, but not no dumb stuff. She give you the buns, and then you jumping out the window and shit, man. You calling people you don't even fucking know. And the worst thing, a real nigga not gonna quit. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, you cool ass nigga. You're like, really, bro? Really, man? Oh my god, bro. These girls are wicked, man. None of these girls trick you out the trick bag, man. This is real, man. Hit the likes in the comment section, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to India. Shout out to Russia. Now let's get back to this cooking. I just want to throw that off. You know what I mean? Because we talking about shit with guys right now. Right now, when our food cooked, it gotta be an hour. Okay? The yardie gotta be cooked for an hour, just for it with this blade on it, because it get the meat soft. I like the chicken soft. You know what I mean? Soft inside and crispy outside. So once that really cooked the flavor, we're gonna toss it, add some broth in the rice, put the rice back on. Then we're gonna leave the lid over it. Let the lid, you know what I mean, let the skin get crispy. And we may put some mumbo on that chicken, boy. Put some mumbo sauce in that chicken. A little glizzy on the mumbo on the chicken, bro. Oh yeah, this chicken will be busted, you know? Like I said, I like turkey. I cooked turkey last time. It was like I say, busting. I'm gonna show you a picture of it when I post it. But when you by yourself now, it's like a single mandingo. So a small hand, and I'm gonna gobble that shit up. You know? Oh yeah. Shit. Yesterday I had to go to work, right? Uh, I was on the flat top. Oh, being fry. Oh my god. I was like this. It felt like the whole day was slow. I can't move like that. It's like you all, you know what I mean? It's like you got eight. It's like when you used to moving around in the kitchen, moving around in a job, you stay in one spot. It's like you got ADHD. You're like, oh my god, the towel was going slow, slow. I remember I did three doubles. So three doubles, like the thing, you go to work, you get off about 7 o'clock, 7 or 8 o'clock. Then 2 or 3 hours or 4 hours, you go back to work. Are you serious? That means you got like 2 hours of chicken sleep. You know what I mean? When you wake up, you know what I mean? You gotta get yourself together. Maybe you gotta smoke a blunt, just to wake the fuck up and get some coffee. And then from there, okay, how far is your job, the distance of the job? So you get a couple of hours early. Then you got people banging on top of the fucking wall, boom, 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 like they falling like through the wall. Like, oh my god, you got like two gay people wrestling or something. What the fuck, yo? This shit, you can't make it up. So you hear all them fucking noises. Yeah. And next thing you know, you're back to work again. I'm telling you straight up, my eyes were so weak and red. Like, you're working, you feel like you go fall out and shit. You're not, but your body just feeling. I was drinking hella water, drinking juice, eating food. I was eating, listen, let me tell you something, right? That's why I like fry, because you eat, I don't eat grease, man. I was tearing them straight, man. I was tearing food up. You know what I mean? Cause you see it, you like, oh, you smelling it, you know what I mean? And you're like, oh, I can't be doing that, you know what I mean? Next, I ate some grease. My pressure went up, gout. Yeah, gout. That shit was hurting, bro. I was like, oh shit, you see my language, man. I was like, I'm telling you, man, it's not worth it. Then from there, I had to go. Once I leave my job, I gotta go straight to my job. You can imagine from such and such time, 10 or 11 to 7 in the morning, maybe 8. Man, listen. I'll tell you, working man hands, man, if your hands don't look like this, you wasn't working. These are working man hands, okay, yo? These are working man hands, constantly lifting shit up, doing what you gotta do with your hands. These are working man hands. These shits get old quick. You know what I mean? Hard skin, you know what I mean? Like dead skin, strong, like, yo, that grip, those are the hands that been using the tools, machines, what the fuck they have to do, man. So all y'all young kids, y'all growing up, y'all gonna have hands like this. If you serious about working, taking care of your family, your household, whatever, you gonna have hands like this, man, constantly. Especially the people that are in the warehouses and all that shit. You're wrong. They keep you strong. You already know, But constantly working back to back, you will get hands like this. You better hope to God your hands are like your feet. Hey, this is some real shit. I ain't gonna lie, this is the definition of a fucking person that works 24 hours. Man. That shit will drive you. That shit will drive you crazy. Real shit. Now you see why I want to go home, smoke one like I need to start working out again. I cut back for what? A month? I started working out for a month. Just really just ease, because working 2 jobs, it's like, it's how I do get home. I just want to sleep. I'm telling you, sleep. Not be in the fucking bed, sleep. You know what I mean? Knock the fuck out. You know what I mean? If I wake up, I wake up. For real. Missed calls, I turn my phone off, halfway. Shout out to everybody out here, man. We were just talking, just talking and stuff with homes. Like I said, you can talk about anything. This is a channel, you can talk about explain your problems, whatever the situation. And like I said, we We've all been there. You know what I mean? It's like a family. So shout out to everybody that subscribed to the channel. Shout out to everybody that hit the notification. Shout out to people that hit the likes and listen. You know what I mean? Life is, like I said, this is life. It's never planned. You know what I mean? We just go with the flow. You know? And that's a fact. That's a fact. I need to see the barbershop again. My hair be going wild. Like, it's just, you know, I've been thinking about getting my dreads back, you know, let my hair grow down, you know. But I'm good. I just keep it low cut or bald, you know. I need to get it bald, get back to my bald stage, you know, and, you know, groom beard. I gotta have it because it's my job, you know what I mean? So, you know, I gotta hit the barbershop, you know. My shit is rough, you know. I used to have trimmers, but my trimmer broke. So my trimmer broke, and I'm like, I need to buy some. Every time I hit the store, I forget, because I be, life is crazy. I just gotta get through this last hustle, this last month, man. You know what I mean? Make it right. You know what I mean? Make shit, pay, get these bills up with Paul. I'll be good. I'll go ahead with my life. You know what I mean? That's a fact. You know? Since I got a second job now, that's good. You know, hustling, you know what I mean? Trying to get these bills paid up. Once I get all these bills paid up, I'm good. You know what I mean? Facts, you know. And then get Christmas out the way for the kids, my older kids, you know what I mean? Then rent again. Then after that, I can live my life, you know. So, well, then I'm gonna move to a nicer development, a nicer house than an apartment. Too much, you know what I mean? Like I said to you, you got neighbors, they boom, 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 you hear the echo. That shit is, it blow your mind. You're like, oh, what the fuck? So I figured now, instead of getting a little small house, less cheaper, because I'm paying this much. It's expensive because you got a gym, you got a pool, you got all that. Nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? I need some single, and I got my equipment and that shit, so I can work out, do what I do. Got a backyard, get a dog. Yeah, I want an animal. Yeah, I want a dog. So I want a puppy. Somebody have a partner. I may get a big dog, or everybody got pit bulls. I want a pit bull. That shit whack. I might want to get a King Corso. You know, a King Corso or a Chihuahua. The Mexican Chihuahua. Those shits is funny. Them little ass dogs. And we like, oh, vicious dogs. Those are the shits, right? But to protect yourself, you know, the Chihuahua, they will whip the Chihuahua ass. I forgot getting a King Corso. A little puppy King Corso, a female. Let it grow. You know what I mean? Or get a male. You know what I mean? Anyone. You know, so a King Corso, you're gonna pay at least like $2,000 for a fucking dog. That shit, bro. You know what I mean? You better keep that dog. Or $1,000. It depends who you get it from. You know what I mean? But you want that good breed of King Corso. Say, me, if I get a female, you already know that's a money. You know what I mean? That's a lot of pups. You know, a male, you get one pup. You know what I mean? Out of the litter. That's not good. Anyone you pick. You know. So to go with that, get a female King Corso. You know, that's why you need a yard. You know, because King Corso in a house like this, oh hell no. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. You know what I mean? Especially a lot of people having dogs in their apartments, like 2 or 3 dogs. They can't even fucking hold it. House stinking as a motherfucker. It smells like pee and animals. You know? No. Dog gotta have a backyard. If you get a dog, you gotta take a bath. You gotta get that dog a bath every time they step in the house, bro. Really, because you know, outside you got fleas, ticks, or whatever the fuck you got. You know what I mean? And the dog travel. The dog carry dirt and it come back in the house from outside. So you gotta really, having a dog is a big step. If you have a house, apartment, you try to have like 4 dogs in your house. I know your house stinks. I'm sorry, it smell like dog because you don't bathe your dog every day when you wash your ass, okay? It's So you gotta think about it. So if you get a house, you have a dog because you got a water hose. You can spray your dog off before he come out. Spray and wash his ass. You know what I mean? Excuse my language, but hey, this is. I never had a dog, so I'm not gonna perpetrate. You know what I mean? I have family that had dogs. I never had a dog, so that's why I had a cat. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, that cat was crazy. That cat was fucking crazy. You know what I mean? You know, I had the last video I had this little kid, right? But it had something on his butt, and I didn't know what the fuck it was. So I called the ASPCA, you know, that shit. But they want to charge you money just to get the cat fixed. And I found this cat on the fucking streets. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is crazy. Then they wanted me to bring the cat. You know, at the time I didn't have a car. My car broke down, so I was like, damn, you know, I had to let the cat go. The cat left itself, so we'll talk. But that cat was cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know? So, like I said, I got a lot of animals I want. And like a lizard, they good too. The lizard want people. You see people with the lizard on the leash. Oh yeah, that shit hit. Yeah, all my big boots, smoke one like one. All my queens, smoke one like one. All my kings, smoke one like one. Hope you enjoy your holiday. I might be the only one talking in the building and shit, man. You know? It's all good. That's how I live life. You know? I can't talk about other things because everything is irrelevant. Talk about my life. Hey, it's irrelevant, you know what I mean? Because trust me, growing up in New York City, you already know, shit is rough. Shit is rough. You know? Shit is definitely rough growing up in the city back then, you know? And it was fun, to tell you the truth. It was fun too at the same time, you know what I mean? You know? Trust me. Especially when that New York City mind shit, man. You know? But say the back of my days, it was rough, fun, go around all 5 boroughs, you know what I mean? Except for 4 boroughs, except for Staten Island. I've been to Staten Island like once or twice. Crossed the ferry. It wasn't worth it. If you're in 4 boroughs, you like, yo, you can take the bridge, walk across the bridge and shit, you know what I mean? But you live in New York, you gonna cross like Staten Island and all that shit, taking a ferry, you be like, that shit whack. You know what I mean? Well, because back then, when I was young, we used to travel all the way through the city and shit. Every borough we used to go to hang out, you know what I mean? But on Staten Island, it was like taking the ferry. It was what, $1? Taking a ferry in New York, $2, $5, taking a ferry in New York, cross the water, get on the Circle Line and shit. That was the only best thing about it, getting on the Circle Line. First time getting on the Circle Line and shit, right? That shit was like a scary sight, you know what I mean? Especially a Haitian boy, you know what I mean? On a fucking boat, you know what I mean? Then we go on the other side of this, then we hit Staten Island. You know what I mean? Then you gotta wait for the bus and all this other shit, man. You be like, oh hell no. We went over there back then, me and my mans and I went over there. They was about to take some dirt bikes and shit. You know what I mean? He's talking about the dirt bikes out there and that shit. So we all went over there and shit. Cause there used to be dirt bikes downtown. I used to get them shits. That was like a long time, right? I'm like, oh shit, this nigga got a dirt bike riding around the hood and shit with the dirty, you know? So one day we were going to Staten Island. I said, yo, let's go to Staten Island. Okay. Never been out there, you know what I mean? So we went out there. We walked around that shit. Everybody needed me. But at the time, I was like, Staten Island. I never like hanged out there, nothing. You know? But the rest of the boroughs, oh, it's lit. It's lit. Even I used to go to the Bronx. I used to go to the Bronx just to see my auntie, and chill out with a couple of dudes. I saw like it in the Bronx. Man, Bronx was like, it was like, how you say, it was different. You know what I mean? Young and different. Ghost town. I used to call it ghost town and shit. Then I started hanging in the Bronx and going with my family and home in Brooklyn. Chilling grandmoms, chilling uncles. Then going to Queens. Queens, Queens was alright. I went out to chill in Queens. It's like around Flushing, Meadow, 111th Street, Flushing. Corona. You go Corona. Then you got Norfolk Boulevard. That's the 7 train, the E train line. You want to chill Corona? That's where to go out. Right there to be a pizza shop. You got 11th Street to be a pizza shop. Oh, house. You got two sides. You got the Spanish side, you got the black side. People on this one, the Spanish side. The Coronas, that's going by the park, called Corona Park. And everything. The children, Uncle Jay, the rest of them, you know what I mean? And he was like, back then, that was like, I was young, That's what the time. I was like, okay. He used to get money, you know what I mean? He ain't gonna help me, Show me about Queens, you know what I mean? Had bad girls too. Queen had some bitches. So they had some females. A bunch of female people. They were stuck up. You know what I mean? At the time. They were chilling in Bronx. They had to chill in Harlem. All through Harlem. Not all through, but a certain part. If you already, what it was, the west side of Harlem, you got the east side of Harlem, LES, little east side, west downtown, like 2/5 go down on 2nd Avenue, all that shit. It said it's 16, whatever. Then you got the west side of Harlem. I know from 55th Polo Grounds, 55th Polo Grounds, Edgecombe, Convict, 4th, St. Nicholas, St. Nick. Remember, there's two kinds of St. Nick's. St. Nicholas run through the whole Ave, like from Edgecombe, I think. St. Nick went from Edgecombe all the way down from 2/5. Then you got Convict. Back then, you had the Juice Bar. Then Ross, Jamaican Ross down there on 8th Avenue. Then you had the KFC. Back then, that's where they caught the dead bodies back in the days of KFC. That used to be the KFC behind the building. Back then in New York City, it was on the news. But that was Brahers. Yeah, that was Brahers. What color is your washing machine? I go to the washing machine. I ain't know when I moved to this place, I ain't know you could take your washer and dryer. So the lady me and showed me the washer and dryer connections. She told me we got washer and dryer in the development in the weight pit. So I was like, okay. I ain't know we had to wash and dry over. When I had a wash and dry, it was white, a Whirlpool. It was a decent one, but it wasn't up to par. Those regular wash machines, the one you put the clothes in. You can't see it, but you just put the clothes in. Now, if I do get a washing machine, it'll be the ones you can see going around like this, still Whirlpool, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah, wash machine dryer, it's like $600. You may pay $600. That's you might catch a good deal. $600 for the washer, $300 for the wash machine, $300 for the dryer. It's good to invest. Thank you for saying that too, because I was thinking about that anyway. Instead of me going to the laundromat all the time, man, I'm like, okay, investing for a washer and dryer again. But I'm just saying, if I want to move first, I might want to stay here or move. You know what I mean? Because I want a place with no neighbors, nice country park. You know what I mean? Have your own yard. You know what I mean? Grill. put your cars back there, you know. That's a fact. If I wanted to get 2 cars, you know what I mean, have, you know, a car and a truck. That's how it is, a car and a truck. A man should reserve a car and a truck. So the truck, I fuck with them Rams, Dodge trucks, man. Hook them shits up, black on black. The new Ram 4-door truck, man. What? Man, listen, them Ram trucks. Shout out to Rams, man. Them Ram trucks is the shit. Or them new Jeeps. Them Jeeps, what? The new Jeeps, man. The new Jeeps is hard, bro. But I prefer a truck. You know what I mean? That's it, you know what I mean? That's a fact. They did have a car, you know. One to go to work in, and one, you already know. The women's love them trucks, man. Come on, big trucks, pick her ass up. Like, man, pick her up, get a little kickstand, put a big ass in the truck, you know what I mean? That's a fact. Yo, you smell that food? That food smell good, yo. I'm telling you, got the whole house smell like food. You know what I mean? So, yo, when they hour up, we go video it, you know what I mean? And show them, you know what I mean? Then we let it out for the seasoning, you know what I mean? But hey, you can smell it through the house. Got my nose, man. One thing about a Yardie bird, oh, you gonna get that good flavor, that ginger, some spices, some fresh spices, smelling through your house. You know your food will be good. You know, it's got that island smell. You know, smell that ripped bananas. You know what I mean? You know, almond. You know, you smell all that good rustic shit. You know what I mean? All through your house, you know, Haitian good cooking. I'm telling you, any island cooking, it's off the easy. You know, this will be a hitter. You know what I mean? Trust me. Anybody that tastes my food, I'm telling you, y'all. Trust me, man. You know, let this. It's one thing about it. That's why I love my moms and my sisters and shit. When they got cooking good food, you know what I mean? Trust me. You know what I mean? Aunties, you know what I mean? I think I'm the only the best cook in the family on the dude side. You know what I mean? Facts. You know, my uncle cannot cook. My cousin cannot cook. My other cousin damn sure cannot cook. My other cousin can't cook. My uncle damn sure not cooking. I'm damn sure not eating his food. Oh, hell no. My auntie, let me see. One of my aunties, my older auntie, oh yeah, I would tell her food ass. I would tell her food up, real talk. My auntie food, I would tear it up. She got that, yo man, I'm telling you, Haitian cooking. Oh my God, that shit good. Now, okay, who else? My other auntie, oh hell no. My auntie, uncle, hell no. Hell no, I'm not eating her food. She fucked the potato salad up. For real, I never saw my auntie cook. So that right there, if she was cooking, oh hell no. That's like you praying, like, oh my God, is about, you know, eat too much sodium, whatever. They said she could cook, but nah, I never tried it. Hell no. Okay, my other sisters, I don't know. You know what I mean? They said she could cook. I see my sister be posting them oxtails and all that shit. I be like, oh shit, you know? But me, trust me, I'm in the kitchen. Especially watching grandma cook, mom's cook, other grandma cook. I'm telling you. That shit be like in the kitchen, you be like, oh my God, can I get a plate now? And you take your time. You take your time. You rush it. That shit not gonna be. It's just like one of them restaurants. And you go in there, okay, he seasoned the burger, he throw it on the grill, and then you know you got a little spices. That's nah. That's why they go to them soul food places. The real soul food places, not the youngest. Baby grandma soul food places, you like, damn, grandma cooking that good food. You could tell she do cook that. You need the, not the young one. You like, oh, and you got some of them who can cook follow their grandmas. If you don't follow your grandma recipe, yeah, it's not gonna taste good. Trust me, I ain't gonna. Trust me. But when I went to culinary school, tasting chicken, tasting all kinds of food, all kinds of the world, like different nationality food, they had me wondering, Get me wrong, some of the stuff is good. Some of the stuff, I'm like, God damn, that shit is disgusting. Like, oh my God. I ain't gonna lie. Trust me. When I first tasted alligator, I thought it was gizzards. It tastes like gizzards. You'd be shocked. You'd be like, oh my God, I'm eating alligator. You know, deer, wagyu. I was tasting wagyu in the 2000, like 2000, I think 2001. That was my first time tasting wagyu. No. I'm lying. It was 2008. I first had a wagyu burger. You know what I mean? Then it had elk burger. Then it had kangaroo, real kangaroo burgers. A real fucking kangaroo. I ain't know it. Oh my God, ew. It tastes like it's oh. An elk and a kangaroo burger is different. Kangaroo burger is like a lighter. That's real kangaroo meat. Now, an elk burger, or mistake, elk burger is like a kangaroo is like a little more darker, like it's like tender. And it got a smell. It got a smell you can't. I think a distinct smell. You know what I mean? They use that with Gouda cheese, spring mix. It was like a spring. It's like a certain kind of spring. I know it's Gouda cheese, spring. It was a spring. I forgot the name of it. Right, and it's like a built you up burger, right? It's like that elk burger, kangaroo burger. Then they had a gator. We had all kinds of shark. Some people ever had shark before. But gator, it's like we had the package. You gotta think about gator too. It's a lot of sodium. If you really know about sodium, if you bought a gator pack, it's a lot of stuff that if you in seeing you in North Carolina, or if you at certain places like Maryland, DC, or sometimes you get gator shipped to you. You know what I mean? So you gotta watch these gator packs. There's a lot of sodium, a whole lot of sodium. Now we're gonna check on the food right now, y'all. I heard it done, made a time on the so it's kind of epic. So let's go check on this food out. So look at this work. Cooking with bones, okay? So, we got our food ready.